You Only Live Once by The Strokes was absolutely required learning at my studio for like the 3 months after I found the song. I was so jazzed about this song. Okay, great. So we're going to do this in 3 sections. We're going to do the rhythm guitar, and then we're going to do the lead guitar, and then we're going to do the solo, just so I don't have to stop if I get one little thing wrong and start all the way back at the beginning. Right, Kermie? All right. This is very, very easy. So if you're a beginner, this is a great intro into the Strokes for you. We're going to do power chords. We're going to do the E power chord on the 7th fret of the A string. That is an E because Grandma always brings crappy deviled eggs. The first 3 dots on the E and the A strings, that's a good way to remember your root notes. Great. So pointer finger, A string, 7th fret. Ring finger, D string, 9th fret, if you want to make it a 3-finger power chord. G string, 9th fret. Our strumming pattern is thusly 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 16 whole beats worth of E, followed by 8 beats of B. 1 B's on the 7th fret of the E string, Grandma always brings. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 8 beats of F sharp on the 2nd fret of the E string. You just have to remember F sharp. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's the verse for the rhythm guitar player. Okay, the chorus is not quite so simple, but it's also pretty simple. But this is just kind of a mind F for me, or it was, so maybe you'll catch on to it quicker. We're going to do power chords on the A string, 4th fret, 7th fret, 11th fret, 9th fret, followed by 2nd fret, 6th fret, 9th fret, 7th fret, and that's the chorus. Thing to note there is at the end of the chorus, when you do your 2, 6, 9, when you return back to 7, that is not the last note of the chorus. The chorus ends 1 measure early. It's the first note of the next verse, so it'll be all. And there you go. And the end of the song for the rhythm guitar player is B. So you'll finish out your... play an E at the end and then play B. And I'll get along with you. All right, this is the end of part 1. To proceed to part 2, don't do anything at all. Be right back. How long have I been asleep, child? Found Miss Poopadoof's beard. New people are like, what? All right, unsubscribe. Great, so here we go with the lead part. Oh my God, the more you learn, what's his name? Albert Hammond Jr.'s stuff. Wow, you'll become a great guitar player. He's a great guitar player. I should have put him on my list of top 6. Yeah, now it's top 7. Anyways, here we go. Great, so let's talk about, no, let's not talk about that yet. I'll just say it. First date is going very poorly. Great, so 999 on the baby strings. That's a C sharp minor triad. And then we're going to move it to 997 on the baby strings. So G9, B9, E7, that's an E major triad. More on triads later, so if you don't know what I'm talking about, just hold that thought. And then, this is kind of weird, but what you're going to do is put your middle finger on G8, your pointer finger is going to move to B7, and your whatever finger you want is going to go to baby E9. That's maybe a shape you've never done before. I'll explain it at the end here. And then you're going to make a D shape on 6 and 7. And that's the verse for Albert Hammond Jr. Boy, do I hope that's his name. I'm not screwing this up. We'll have some funny pop-up words and emojis. Great, so yeah, one more time. C sharp minor to E major. The weird one. The D shape, great. So look at our F shape, right? F down here, 1, 1, 2, 3, and let's move it all the way up to 7, 8, and 9. That's a B, because F, G, A, B. Fagab. Yeah, so check that out, and then put your pinky finger on the E string 9th fret and get rid of your ring finger. There's that shape. All we're doing is playing a B suspended 2, this being the B, and this being the do, re, the re of the B situation. So we got F shape, add the pinky, remove the ring finger. And now it's not so mysterious. Here's some fancy things he does there. So C sharp, E. Sometimes he does this. Go back to your C sharp and add a finger on baby E11. Sometimes he sus4s this D shape. By the way, what is this D shape? Well, let's find out. D, D sharp, E, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp. He's playing an F sharp while the band's playing an F sharp. No big surprise. Yeah, so what we did this one and this one. Sometimes he goes like this. That's just get rid of this baby E on your D shape here, F sharp, right? And you're gonna slide them up 2 frets. So from G6 and B7 to G8 and B9 and back down. And the other fancy thing he does there is and that is, look at this. This is our aforementioned F shape we were talking about. We just moved it all the way up to the, no ring finger of course, all the way up to the 14th and 15th frets, and that's the same as doing the 2nd and 3rd frets because the 12th fret is the octave point, so the 12th fret is the 0th fret, the 14th fret is the 2nd fret, right, just an octave higher, and so you'll recognize this as your F sharp. So we just did a really high, slide up to a baby tiny, really high F sharp there. And yeah, that's the verse for Mr. Hammond Jr. Can't quite get that slide good. There it was. All right, good. Great. Now the chorus. Here's the thing. Triads, there's 3 triad shapes, and maybe that's a whole nother video because it could take 10 minutes to 17 minutes to talk about, but for the purposes of this video, we're going to be discussing the A triad shape. A triad is the only 3 notes you need to make a major or a minor chord. All regular major and minor chords are made up of 3 notes and 3 notes only. For instance, A, since that's what we're doing, put a finger on G2, B2, and E open, and we're not going to play our D string like we normally would with A. We're not going to play our A string. Hence, we have only 3 notes. A triad. We have a G string 2nd fret, that's an A. A B string 2nd fret, that's a C sharp. And an open E, that's an E. So there you go. Those are the notes that you need to make an A major chord. A, C sharp, and E. Now, if you were to move this shape up 1 fret, I'm going to switch to pinky and ring finger on G and B. Move it up 1 fret. Of course, the open E string hasn't moved up 1 fret, so we have to put a finger on the E string 1st fret. This is an A sharp or a B flat major triad. Okay, we're going to move it up to C sharp because that's where the chorus starts. Remember, we went C sharp, E, G sharp, F sharp, or 4, 7, 11, 9. Those are the notes. Okay, in our key of B, C sharp is not major. So here we have 4, 6, 6. It's minor. It's the 2 chord of the key of B. This song is in the key of B. You think it's in the key of E because it starts on an E, but it's not. It's in the key of B. It's a trick, and I'll tell you why as we do this thing here. Okay, great. So we're going to change C sharp, which was 4, 6, 6, to 4, 5, 6, or kind of our cheaty way to do B minor, right? But 2 frets higher. And here we go with C sharp minor up to E major. Notice the fingers I'm using, because when I move up to E major, move it up and we have E minor, and then put your pinky down and we have E major. E minor, E major, because we're going to slide so fast. C sharp minor, E major, G sharp minor, F sharp major. Followed by B major, so 2, 4, 4, up to D sharp minor, 6, 7, 8, F sharp major, 9, 11, 11, E major. And that's the chorus for Mr. Hammond Jr. Now, how do we know this song is in the key of B? It's because, look, even though we're playing power chords in the verse, deep down in the depths of your soul, you know that it's in the key of B, and I will prove it to you! Check it out. Power chords have an inherent major or minor chord that they imply most of the time. I can think of 2 examples where that's not the case, but I can't think of what they are right now. So, yeah. Great. Here we're going to do E major, B major, and F sharp major, followed by E major, B major, and F sharp minor. And you're going to tell me which one sounds right. You're going to tell your mom which one sounds right, because I can't hear you. I wish I could. I really do. All right. E major. B major. F sharp major. Followed by E major, B major, F sharp minor. That sounds horrifically, ghastly incorrect. It's because you know deep down inside that this song is in the key of B, even though it starts on an E. E's F sharp is minor because it's the 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? But the 2 is always minor. Crossroads seem to come and go. Yeah, and for B, it's the 5, and 5 is always major. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's our F sharp on the 9th fret of the A string. Yeah, so that's why the triads are major and minor the way they are in the chorus. It's because the 2 and the 3 are always minor, and the 6 is minor. And the 1, the 4, and the 5 are major, and the 7 is forget about it. D sharp, which is minor in our chorus, right? There it is the 7 of E, and that's forget about it. Yeah, so let's see. At the end, so we're not doing the solo, that's for the next thing, but at the very end of the song, he plays a really high B, and it's third thusly. So he just went... For context, that's where we were. Great, so we're going to do B string 12th fret and E string 11th fret. And I'll get along with you. All right, this is the end of section 2. Section 3, God, that's a long video already. I think we should save that. No, we're going to... All right, if you want to stick around for the solo, here it comes. Be right back. And lastly, the solo. I'm not going to do any rambling here. I'm just going to show you how to do it because I've already taken up enough of your precious time. So if you're still here, thank you for still being here. All right, great. So B string 12th fret, bend it. Then to the 11th fret, G 13, Gertine. And then we're going to move this shape we have left over, B11, G 13, to B7, G9, and we're going to bend the G string, not the B string. And then the D string goes from 9 to 13 to 11. So that's piece 1 of 4. Here we go. Second part starts on E11, B14, to B11, bend it, and now we're going to do our bendy thing, but on 9 and 11. And then D is going from 11 to 14 to 13. All right, we're half done. Ready? Followed by the third one, the most formidable of the 4. I rambled. I said I wasn't going to ramble. E12, 11, B14, bend B11. Now Here's what I think Albert Hammond Jr. does. I think he does this. B14, hammer on and pull off 17, then 12, same 17, and then 11 to 14. That's crazy. If you don't want to do that, you can do this. B14, E12. It's not quite as crisp, but it's a little bit easier. And then 12, 12, and then 11, 9. So that third one is... I gave it a shot. Here's the other way. And then the fourth one is harkens the third one. But that's it. So E11, B14, B11, bend it, and then you're back into your... And then at the end, of course, but I already told you that. And I'll get along with you. This is the theme of this one. Okay, great. Thank you so much for being here. That was a really fun one. I'm kind of disappointed. Now it's here and gone. Now we'll never do it again. We'll have to do some cover someday in the future when I have a fun group of people to do it with. All right, but right now, you're my fun group of people. So thanks for being my fun group of people, and I will see you next time with more stuff. Have a wonderful Saturday, or whatever day it is. Maybe there's a new day they haven't invented yet, and you're watching this 50 years in the future. Okay, bye.